Hey, what's going on, everyone? Josh Guerrero here, and welcome to the All Around Adventure podcast. Whether you're joining me for the first time or if you've been listening for a while now, I certainly do want to welcome you here. And as always, I want to thank you for being here today, just because I know that you're busy and I know that the world is kind of in chaos right now. But it just means so much to me that you've chosen to download and listen to this podcast. Now, if you are in fact new to this podcast and you're not entirely sure what we're all about here, this is the show where you hear amazing tales from afar and get the all-important life lessons that go along with them. And I do that through 3 different shows now on this podcast. I have my regular show. I also have which is an interview show, and I also have a blog reading show, and then I have this one that you're listening to right now, and this is your Wisdom Wednesday, where I just speak for about 5, 6, 7 minutes every single Wednesday, just talking about a single topic, either pertaining to self-development and or travel. And you can see that I'm in the middle of a hotel room now, so the lighting's not so great. And I'm kind of just sort of, jerry-rigging my camera to, record this video, but hopefully it comes out okay nonetheless, and that you like this message. Now, what I want to talk about today is basically kind of smiling and finding positivity in the midst of chaos. And this pertains to an Instagram post that I wrote a couple of days ago because I just found that there was just so much negativity in the realms of social media and the internet with what's going on right now with this whole coronavirus thing. And, of course, not to take away from the situation, this is obviously, a pretty awful situation, a pretty messed up situation. I've never seen anything hog the airwaves quite like this before. And certainly it's not something to be taken lightly. This is, after all, a global pandemic. However, I've kind of just sort of found ways just to kind of just stay positive in the midst of it all and really just kind of smile and, just really just keep my mind healthy ultimately. Now, this is not really me saying that I'm being naive or basically oblivious to what's going on. I know all too well, like what's going on in the world right now and just how awful it is. But the thing is that we are pretty much never in control of what Mother Nature decides to throw at us. If she wants, to run a hurricane through, she's going to send a hurricane our way. If she wants to drop a tornado in the middle of, in the middle of the countryside somewhere, she's going to do that too. Ice storms, blizzards, volcanic eruptions, the works. We really don't have any control over those things. And we certainly don't have any control over her wanting to send a crazy radical virus our way either. But what we are in control of is how we react to it. Now, I know for myself, I'm definitely not going to react negatively. Hell, too many other people out there have kind of already done that for me. Instead, I'm just going to be as positive about it as I possibly can and to try to find some opportunities with what's going on. I mean, yes, a lot of us are facing, social isolation, social distancing and stuff like that, though, too. And, but maybe this is an opportunity to dive back into reading, learn some cool stuff. Maybe this is an opportunity to get on your laptop and maybe look into that side hustle that you were thinking of, or maybe getting on, like, let's say, a masterclass course and learning this new skill that you wanted. There's always good things to be had in times like this. And also just not having a negative mindset about this and just trying to find positivity instead. That just helps overall with mental health, which will in turn help your physical health, because a negative mindset has the means to produce cortisol, which is your stress hormone, which has a lot of negative effects, on your body and your physical health. And I remember my conversation with Patrick Sweeney, when he said that he was afraid of so many things throughout a good part of his life. He just basically felt like he was flooding his system with cortisol, and he believes that that's what ultimately led him to become diagnosed with leukemia. So, and I definitely noticed that there's a correlation with myself, that if I'm stressed out, if I'm just negative about everything, I just physically feel horrible. I'm exhausted, my body aches, I'm not sleeping, and so on and so forth. So just having a positive mindset is a great way to keep your health in check and keep your health running optimally, because if you don't have your health, you have nothing. And ultimately, just having good physical health is the best weapon against this microscopic enemy that Mother Nature has sent our way. It's just, at least that's the mindset I like to think about it, is that I don't just want to build up my body to defend against this thing. I want to build up my body to frickin' destroy it. So I want to be able to attack it. If it comes my way, I'm just going to kick its ass. It's really, how I want to go about doing that. So I'll wrap it up with this. So yes, the world is in chaos right now. Yes, there's a lot of crazy shit going on. And, yes, people have died from this virus, and it has spread so rapidly and so on and so forth. But I know that we're going to get through this. A lot of crazy stuff has come our way in the past, and we've gotten through that too. But we've gotten through those crazy times in the past through strength and courage, not panic and fear. So keep a strong, positive mindset. Keep your body healthy. Wash your hands. Eat right. Exercise. Get the proper amount of sleep. Take your vitamins and keep your immune system strong. And I know that we're going to come through this, and that this is going to just someday down the line just be a story. Just be a story that we're just going to tell down the line. And then I'll just wrap it up with a quote before I get to the outro. And this comes from Ash Dykes, who I've had on the podcast, maybe about a year and a half ago now. And he said that dark times don't come to stay, they come to pass. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed today's segment of Wisdom Wednesday. If you liked it, please subscribe to the podcast wherever you might be listening to it. And if you're watching on YouTube, I have that little icon to the bottom right-hand side of the screen where you can subscribe to the channel, and you can hit that bell icon to get notified when new episodes come out. These videos are going to be weekly. And also, if you'd like to support the podcast, please share this episode with a friend or family member who you think will also enjoy it and find it beneficial. And if you'd like to send some suggestions my way of any Wisdom Wednesday topics that you'd like to hear, again, this podcast is for y'all. I'm definitely, willing to serve as however I can. So hit me up on either Facebook or Instagram at All Around Adventure. And I'm also on Twitter at All Around Advent. Or you can even shoot me an email at josh@allaroundadventure.com and let me know your ideas, and feel free to share your feedback with me as well. But I thank you all very much for tuning in today. I'm wishing you good health, and, I wish you well wherever you might be in the world, wherever you might be listening to this. Keep your mind strong and keep your body strong as well. And until next time, this is Josh Guerrero saying be safe, happy travels, and always move forward.